It's going to recover. Hello. Do we have audio? Is the audio loud and clear? Yeah. I think. Am I loud enough? Oh! Okay, I think I'm loud enough. Right, where was I? And one text-to-speech to stand by. Let me turn that on. Should work now. Let's have the preview going as well. On the phone. The preview going as well. All right. So I'm preheating the pan. What do I want to go with first? I think shallot, kale. Once the kale is done, I'll cook the beef. After the beef is done, then I'll make the pan sauce. So it should be really quick. I've got some. Do I have olive oil in the pan? No. Pan's dry, pretty dry. Let's add some olive oil. Let's warm up the oil. I want to move my phone a little bit closer. Is the camera angle? I think I need to angle it a bit more downwards. Just a smidge. So the cutting board is in view. Is it in frame now? Yeah, better. I just don't want to show my feet too often. It will happen now and again, but it does need to be constant. Okay, this shallot is still usable, but I'll need to take most of the layers off. Very small shallot, maybe too small. I might need to get another one. Then again, I'm using all of the kale. Yeah, I'll get another. Nope, one small shallot will have to do. Yes, two might be too many. One is too little, two is too many. Hate it when that happens. Rubbish. Yeah, there'll be some rubbish, so let's get the bin out. How fine do I want the shallot? Quite fine. Medium fine. I guess it's actually chunky. Let's just go with chunky, screw it. Pieces will shrivel up as they cook. Not gonna caramelize the shallot fully. Then we go into the warm pan. Now I'm hearing some sizzling, so I'm gonna turn on the fan. And I move the heat to medium low. Spatula. Where are my spatulas? Which one do I want to go with? You'll do. This one I used yesterday. Okay, spreading them out a little bit. Let's prep the kale while we wait. The kale is about to wilt on me, so I need to use it. The spinach will last me another day, so tomorrow I might cook spinach. Not sure what I'll cook the spinach with. These are pretty young leaves, not the full thick stems that you usually get. So I'm not going to do the whole pulling the leaves off. I'm going to just take the very end of the stem and that's it. It's going to be a bit crispy and that's fine. Could cut these apart. Actually, will I need to use all of the kale? Yep, I will, because it will go bad tomorrow, so I need to use it today. So this is a decent amount of kale, so I might actually get that other shallot. Yep, push short. Second small shallot will be required. Okay, let me get that shallot. It should be here somewhere. Smallest one I have. You'll do. I've already seasoned the picanha. It's been sitting in the fridge in the dry brine for, I don't know, 20, no, more like 2 hours actually. I was about to say 20 minutes, but no, it was way longer than that. In you go. And the ghee a bit higher on the heat, medium. Still not, yeah, pretty much exact medium. Okay, now let me wash and press the kale leaves. Partially crushing the fibers by hand. And now we have a significantly smaller amount of kale. Weird how that happens. And excess moisture squeezed out. Not all of it. One last squeeze. Okay, good enough. Kale leaves prepped. Okay, what to do next? I'm not sure. Shallots are nowhere close to being ready. I guess I'll prep the garlic, and I might make the spice mix for the sauce, for the pan sauce. Garlic will go into the sauce. Rosemary will also go into the sauce. So a long ways off. The beef, I might just put some black pepper on it as it's cooking. The garlic can stay relatively chunky. Actually, it might be too fine. It might burn the other pieces. There we go. That's more like it. I'm smelling a little bit of burning, so I need to start stirring more often. And there's some browning occurring too. I need the shallot fairly crispy, and then I'll throw in the kale, and the kale with the extra moisture will deglaze the pan. Okay, I'm gonna slice the rosemary later. First I need to crush some, I've got some green peppercorns and I've got some white peppercorns. I'm gonna use all of these green ones. And then just a few white ones for the sauce. There we go. If it was just white ones, it'd be too pungent, and if it was just green ones, it would be a bit too green in terms of color. And I might also crack some black pepper, but I haven't decided yet. I might omit it. I'll just put the black pepper on the beef, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to turn on the fan. I'm going to set it to a higher setting now. A bit more smoke's coming off. Yeah, I'll be opening up the wine to make the sauce, but what I want to do is, while I'm waiting, I want to sample my ginger beer. It has been undergoing secondary fermentation in this plastic jug overnight. Let's see if it's at all drinkable. All right, smells decent. Hopefully it tastes decent too. Okay, a little bit of a head pour. Stir the pot, so to speak. It might be now slightly more cloudy and a bit more yeasty. I filtered it, but I didn't filter it through a fine mesh. It wasn't a multiple stage filter, so there should still be a decent amount of active yeast cultures inside. Back into the fridge. And if it's done fermenting, I will need to add some lemon juice to partially pasteurize it, just partially. Okay. I think it needs way more time to settle, and I think I need to filter it again. I might do that later today. I'll filter it again, and I'm gonna add the lemon juice to like kill off or drive any of the remaining yeast into, what's the word I'm looking for? Not hibernation, passivity, inactivity. There we go. I need to disable all the active yeast in here. The temperature in the fridge was not sufficient. Okay, and if I add some sweetener, will it taste better with some sugar? Did I over ferment? Did I ferment all of the sugars out to the point where now it's just too bitter? A bit more palatable with the sugar. So I'll filter it, I'll add lemon juice, and I'll add, how many lemons have I got? I've only got one? Okay, so I'll need to go back to the store and get some more lemons. So I'll add lemon juice and I'll add some sugar too. And then I'll leave it in the fridge for maybe 2 more days, and hopefully in 2 days' time it'll become slightly better. Maybe it needs a little bit of dilution too. And a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, it's now more drinkable. Still not ideal. Okay, did I fully crush? I don't need to fully crush it, but I need to just open up those white peppercorns so that the pungency seeps out into the sauce, into the cream, and into the wine. There's no point in me throwing intact white peppercorns. Well, I can crush them and improve the flavor transfer, so to speak. Oh, I don't want to crush them too fine. Just don't want any intact ones left. I think we're, yep, about right. So peppercorns crushed, a smidge of smoked sweet pepper for color mostly. Don't want to overdo it. I may have overdone it. Salt, yeah, the meat's salted, but I'm going to add some salt to the spice mix too. That should be more than enough. Okay, spice mix ready. I will need black pepper, but I will not need salt in it. No, I will need some salt for the kale still. Can't put it away just yet. Wine. Yep, I love this wine. Pinot Grigio from Sicily. And butter and creamy, I've got those out too. And shallot will be ready in, I don't know, 2 minutes. I'm not gonna increase the heat. Just continue cooking it slowly so it doesn't burn. There's not a lot of oil left in the pan. So yeah, I'll add another splash. I'll have the oil soaked into the shallot. Or soaked into the pan, into the crevices of the pan. Or just burnt away. Who knows? You put oil in the pan and it just disappears. It's a mystery, I tell you. I think I'll need to filter through a cheesecloth to get most of the yeast out. I've got kitchen towels. I don't think we... Oh, is that cheesecloth I see? I think it is. And that's a decent amount too. Okay. I might do it on stream after I'm done cooking. I still need to eat. I'm done with the spice wrap. You can put it away. Yeah, I think it's time to throw in the kale. Yeah, no extra moisture. In you go with the shallot into the hot pan. I will need butter, I will need salt. And I think that's it. All of the spices are just for the sauce. In fact, there goes all of the oil. The pan is once again quite dry. Don't want the shallots to burn underneath, so in goes the butter. I might need to get some more butter out of the fridge. Go to the bottom butter, start melting. Do I throw in the other half of the butter I have here? I'll wait for this half to melt fully, then I'll decide if I need more. I think I'm good. So I'll save the other half for the picanha, for the beef. I don't think I'll need olive oil. I will render the fat out of the fat cap first, so there should be plenty of oil for the beef. Salt. I think I'm now done with the salt. Okay. Alright, I think the kale is done. One last stir. Yep, kale done. Need to transfer it out. that. Hopefully everything is now muted. Yep, okay. Plate. Will do. Okay, time to cook the beef, I guess. Medium-high heat. And now I think I'll need to hold it. I don't think maybe it'll stand up on its own. Surrender some of that fat out of the fat cap, make it nice and crispy. We'll need that, we'll need cream. We'll need butter. We'll need garlic, we'll need the spices, and I'll need the rosemary too. I'm gonna chop it rough chop for the rosemary, same as the garlic. Okay, I will be filtering the sauce through a sieve, metal sieve. Yeah, this one. And I might also whisk the sauce to homogenize it. Okay, there's going to be steam coming off. Not steam, smoke, I guess. So I need to turn on the extractor fan to high, set it to high. Still a couple of onion pieces or shallot pieces, but hopefully they don't burn, and if they do burn, hopefully they don't end up in the sauce. I'm just pushing them up to the sides of the skillet where it's cooler, slightly cooler. Yeah, maybe one more minute for the fat cap. Alright, stay upright and don't tip over. No, stop leaning. I guess I have to like manually hold it. How's it looking? I'll go for 1 more minute. Rotated 90 degrees too. Alright, good enough. Time to cook. While it's cooking, I'm gonna pour some of the ginger beer from the other jug. Maybe the other jug is less yeasty. Sample the other jug. And this one I am not gonna shake. So, head pour. Well, I shook it a little bit, taken out of the fridge, but I'm not gonna actively shake it. Alright, second ginger beer. How are you faring? Also needs sugar. It needs diluting and it needs sugar. Okay, that's way too much sugar. Let's see how it tastes like now. The entire sugar didn't even melt. It dissolved, not melt. The butter's melting though.